Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Conversations with Luciana, the house that Luciana has built, where everyone has a place at the table. If you're a new listener, I bring you greetings and salutations. If you are a returning listener, welcome back, family. Real talk on real issues, real life situations. Keep in mind, advice is never given, but opinions and a new perspective is always welcome. You can find me on most podcast streaming services as well as YouTube under Conversations with Luciana. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure to turn on your notifications to know when the next Conversation with Luciana are posted. My posting schedule is as follows: Motivational Monday, Inspirational Empowerment Tuesday, Open Forum Thursday, Coffee and Tea with Luciana on Sundays. YouTube exclusives are on Mondays and Saturdays. If you would like to submit a topic of conversation or be a guest on a podcast episode of Conversations with Luciana, email me at conversationswithluciana@gmail.com. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a good one. Let's go. Some of you guys can remember a couple of shows, and one, you got to go way back. One is way back, and the other one is more recent, but it tells the story. Creature Features. Friday night or Saturday night, my mom would decide to take us to get something to eat because she didn't feel like cooking, and we went to this restaurant called Quick Death. So right there in the neighborhood was this restaurant. You can feed your whole family of 5 for $5. I kid you not. You can get you a greasy, triple patty cheese cheeseburger with fries and grape Kool-Aid. Because that's what it was. It wasn't no soda. It was grape Kool-Aid. But you can look in the mirror and you saw the fries being cut up by hand, and they were just piled up, and they would just grab a whole bunch of them and just throw them in the deep fryer. If you were fortunate, you would get the prawns and chicken, or prawns and fries. I don't know what it is. Why am I bringing this up? Because it was a simpler place and time. But Creature Features would scare me. The music scared me. And then you have this man opening up the coffin and coming out. That terrified me so. But nothing terrified me more than Tales of the Crypt. Tales of the Crypt, that little skinny Skeletor thing. The hair was gone. It had like 3 strands, and it was just kind of like, with eyes were bulging. That reminds me of social media, okay? It reminds me of social media because if you take off those filters, you're going to get Tales from the Crypt. And I know it seems like I'm bashing my sisters, and I'm not. But, we are a Creature Feature show walking. I mean, we buy into the illusion like we're really... when you got yourself together, the makeup's on point, the clothes are hidden, the hair is laid to the side, and then, you go to sleep and you wake up and, you looking like the guy. What was the guy's name from Tales of the Crypt? I don't know. You're just looking like just scary. And there's nothing wrong with the little enhancement, but let's not believe that Pinocchio was a real boy. All that makeup and stuff you doing, hair you acting, tossing it from side to side. Let's not forget what it is. Some of these celebrities are Tales from the Crypt, right? If you take off the makeup and the hair extensions, they have no eyebrows, no eyelashes. Their face look like little road maps, little islands, because it's all patching up. And I'm just saying that it's fairy tale. It's fake. It's okay to, like I said, to have a little help It's when you believe that that's really you. You got a hoarse mouth, when your teeth are just overlapping, when you laugh. That's you. You're not fooling none of us. You're not fooling none of us. You need to stop acting like everything, like you 50 and you ain't got no gray hair. You wake up like that, and then when they don't wear no makeup, oh my God. Forget Sagatha. Welcome to Hagatha. They just look a hot mess. I'm just saying you believe a fantasy, and we need to stop doing that. I don't care. I do the nails, the hair. I do it all. I do it all because I'm comfortable in my own skin, right? But when you get all of us together, it's like the Monster Mash. Who costume is going to win the biggest prize? I figure the more filters you have, the more, you might win. You might run with it. Natural beauty, even natural beauty, sometimes that gets on my nerves. Oh, my hair is natural. Okay. I remember growing up, they used to call that buckwheat. That wasn't cool. Your hair had to be pressed. You couldn't have plaits in your hair and go to school. You couldn't do that. You had to have at least, you couldn't wear an afro unless you was a guy. You couldn't wear an afro or a celebrity. You couldn't wear an afro going to school. They look at you crazy. They call you pickaninny. They call you, just ain't your mama. They'll call you all type of names. Now, if your hair is not flowing like Suzanne Summers, you considered not attractive. I don't know what the medium is. I think you got to be comfortable in your own skin. It doesn't matter. I think Next had a song, braids or weaves, you're still my queen. I think that's where it is. When you are able to be comfortable in any setting. Now, people are shaving their hair off. Everybody can't do that look. Everybody can't do Kojak. They can't do Kojak. It's just not going to work, and some people have, issues. I understand that. We try to live a healthier life, but, sometimes certain medications or conditions cause us to put on enhancements. But I'm talking about the fiction, the lies, the fairy tales, the filters, and the fantasy. Don't do that. Recognize what it is. Recognize what it is. You know what? Frankenstein knew. He said, he said, I know my problems. I know my problems. I got this big ass head with this big ass eye, these big ass eyes, and these two screws in my head. I was created in a lab. I was created in the lab. Count Dracula knew. Hey, I ain't coming out at night because my skin gonna burn. And then even Frankenstein got a wife because the bride of Frankenstein. And what was up with her hair? It was gray. She had all these dark marks. She looked like, the grave creeper. That's what she looked like. But she got Frankenstein, But they knew. They knew. I know my issues. But, Tales from the Crypt, that guy, he just had, there's no way that he could, you can look right through his soul because he had no freaking, the cape. What was the cape protecting? I just want to know, what was the cape protect? Why did they have to look like, his hair, and it was gray, it was just like 5 strands. And his eyes were just bucked out and sunk in. It was just like, you had no nose, nothing. You just looked a hot, freakily frack mess. But, what you see is what you got. That was it. It wasn't something that, you can hide. And sometimes we want to hide behind the facade, and we need not to do that. Like I said, you still my queen. You still my queen. You still a queen. It doesn't matter what you look like. Unless you're confident. But when you try to, imitate somebody else or take somebody else's persona on, then I got an issue. I take a liberty with it because ain't nothing wrong with you. I see so many people now where it's not okay to be, I understand you want to be in shape. Like I said, I'm a shout out to all my plus size women. I don't care. I'm going to rock with you to the end. I'm going to rock with you to the end. We going to do this. I earn every one of these pounds. Now, when I start, transforming into, I'm having a twin, when your shadow is like, damn, you a big one, you need to do something like that. When your pants do not button up, you need to do something about that. Get some bigger pants or lose the muffin top. But you don't have to fit into this image. It's a false sense of reality. It truly, truly is a false sense of reality. And we need to recognize that, Everybody's not going to be invited to the party. Now it's like Halloween is 365 days a year. It's scary because you don't know who you're going to get. Now you can peel off your eyelashes. I'm like, what the fudge is that? I could see where some men can run into problems because you have this model-like person in front of you. Everything is perfect. Hair, lips, nose, eyes, everything is beautiful. You know what? I did not know that you can alter your eyes now. You can go from having brown eyes to having blue eyes. I'm like, what happens when you get cataracts? Do they turn gray? I just don't know that. Or when you put, I'm trying not to laugh. I am. But, you want a bigger butt, so you put cement in your ass? A center block? That to me is just, what? What are we doing? Remember in one of the previous podcasts, you're going to be 90 years old with a bubble ass? No, you're not. You're not. That is your cushion. That is your cushion. You a grandma or a great grandma and your breasts don't never go down. Come on now. Then you have, your great grandchild just run up until you think you got balloons, just trying to pop them. I don't know. But, it's just we tend to really focus on the make-believe. Remember, what is that show? I think it's Mr. Roger Neighborhood. And that lady that was, you go on that train and you stop by, I don't know, it was an owl. I don't know. I never understood the damn train, but you went on that train and then you went into this lady who had this house. That lady, nose, cheeks, hair. I mean, she was a puppet. Can you imagine waking up to that? You were trying to get that train to get the hell up out of there. And she had that little voice. It's just like, oh my goodness. Is this what we doing now? And she terrified me. I didn't like the little damn lady. I wanted to just take and set her on fire. Because she was scary, a little puppet. But that's what people look like. When you get older and you have all that plastic surgery, you look like a piece of plastic they done stuck on a doll's head. And you trying to make us believe that that's really you. That ain't you. That ain't you. Stop it. But, when the kids want to run, or when the kids walk and say, Halloween is over, take your mask off, and you can't because your lips so god dang big. And your nose it doesn't even look real. Men have plastic surgery. I know they do. Whatever it is to self-improve yourself, do it. Just don't be fooled. You ain't fooling us. You're not fooling us, especially when people pull out the receipts. And they say, no, this was you 5 years ago. You didn't look like this. Your skin color was not olive tone. You didn't have all that. You had no lips. None. We didn't even know we just didn't see none. They looked like they just non-existent, like that, like that meme with no lips. That's what you look like. But now you want us to believe that you were always like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. But we all fall victim to social media, and it's peer pressure. And now it's getting younger and younger, where more and more, and this is what's scary. This is what's scary. It's like our younger generation. Okay, they with it, but they go into the natural. They're trying to preserve whatever they, because they want to look like who they want to look like in 10 years. It's the older women who act like you fooling us. Mama, we all know that you glamour. We got that. We got that. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. But you ain't fooling us. You're not fooling us with them filters. We know that you are. You ain't never aged. You 75. Now, some look amazing. We can see they take care of themselves. But it started in their youth. It started in the beginning. And they just stayed with it. But now, come on now. We don't want the monster mash. We don't want to be a meeting at the Tales for the Crypt. Or you have the Crypt keeper, come on to collect. Come on, my brides. Come on. It's time for you to go to the graveyard of the has-beens, the broken pieces, the eye over there, the your lip over there, I just think that it's going to have a ripple effect on us. Social media is going to have us, when you're unrecognizable, that's a problem. When you're unrecognizable, and some people are unrecognizable. Like I say, I don't care. Don't care whatsoever. Just don't corrupt the minds of the young women that are coming up. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It truly, truly is. You got to have beauty within. You got to have that beauty. You got to have that heart. You can't take the heart out the chest and put it back in. You can't take your hair off and put it back on, but you can't change the heart. You can't take the heart out your chest. It's just a beating organ. It's there. It's a part of you. Embrace it. You need it. Be like Frankenstein. Frankenstein didn't give a damn. He got him a girlfriend or a wife. He know his issues. I think some of these people are going to have a whole lot of issues. And it's nothing to knock if you want to enhance it. Like I said, I change my look all the time. I don't give a damn. But I do take issues with, I'm deciding when the trend, I'm just going to do all this. Okay, well, you know what? Some people got to shave their hair because they ain't got a choice. They don't have a choice. So you're doing it because all of a sudden, we all knew that your hair wasn't that goddamn long and you 55 years old and ain't had a strand of gray hair. We all know that. We understand that. We understand you can afford to go to a gym and have a personal trainer, have a personal chef. We get that. I want to get to Maya Angelou status, or Aretha Franklin status, Patti LaBelle too, Gladys Knight. There's a whole lot of people. There are some Linda Carter from Wonder, Raquel Welch. There's some women that age beautiful. I ain't talking about the other ones. I can't name one now that I would just say, like, okay, you don't see them with makeup on their body. I don't care. Britney Spears, whatever. I don't consider. I just consider that a badass remake of the Crypt Keeper. It's just a hot mess. Not knocking her because I know you some people out there, y'all fans. But I'm just saying you can tell the dark circles around the eyes. You got a lot more issues than financial. You got some personal issues you got to deal with. But I'm just tired of the fake, the phoniness, the fairy tales. You can buy it online. You can buy a life, online, who you want to become. I just wanted to say that it's okay to be you. It's okay to change your look if you need be. You got to be comfortable in who you are. Just go back to a simpler time in childhood. Like I said, I remember quick death, a quick way where you can feed your family of 4. And you had a movie right there. You had the mama with the pink rollers coming out with the house coat, but everybody had a good time, and then you went home and watched a good movie. or pretend to watch a good movie. But anyway, it's funny to me. And I can laugh at it, because it's just funny. It makes you think, what are they going to look like in a couple of years when all that plastic start eating away at your freaking skin or your body part, or, you going around putting, going out the country and you think, first of all, you had no ass. Now all of a sudden you come back with a plump one, and I realized something. Some people can't help it. Genetics, they can't help it. They just got a big ta-donk. They just do. Do I think that you should be twerking all over now? No, I don't. I think if your daughter can do it and she's 25 and you 50, I don't think you should be twerking. But you know what? Today, that sells. I want to be be equal to or better than my younger counterpart. And I'm like, all right. We all know that you're going to be asleep before 10 o'clock. You keep going out every night, it's going to show up on your face. And then you're going to have to get those enhancements, right? You're going to have to. You're going to have to get toothpicks. With Bugs Bunny, your eyes are bloodshot red and you have to have toothpicks to hold them open. It's just like, because you're sleepy. Because you're old. You're just old and cantankerous. And you can't keep up. But no, seriously though, you guys, I know I make fun a lot of things, and just want to make you guys aware. We got to get out of the fantasy of what we see on reality or social media TV, because it's fake. That's not you. Be you. You are enough. Thank you for joining Conversations with me. And I'm out. Peace. Let's go. Thank you for listening to another podcast episode of Conversations with a Luciana. I look forward to speaking with you again. Until then, be kind to yourself and others. Make every day your best day. Stay encouraged and press forward, for the best is yet to come. Peace, and I'm out. Let's go.